watching Team Speedo all the way.
Pearl, stop.
I am stopping. I am stopping.
No, listen, I love you, but stop.
Fucking orangutan.
Oi,
Think about that.
Oh my
I'm going if you're going to start all that shit.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just
Yes,
saying.
that's
Stop it, Pearl, in the long run.
Team BG all the way. And Team
Do you want to play it again?
yes, please.
Speedo for whoever's fucking watching. Team Speedo all the way.
Pearl, stop.
I am stopping. I am stopping.
No, listen, I love you, but stop.
Fucking orangutan.
Oi,
Think about that.
Oh my
I'm going.
Now, was I the only person that heard her say "you patch of"?
No, she did say that.
So she's not.
There's
Sorry,
also
Becky.
there's also Cockapoo's response to it in Canadian Angie's box. Do you want to hear
Yes,
that
please. Yes, please.
You don't know.
Yes, she said the word patch.
And she was in was she in Paige's box, one of the boxes, and the first time Pearl did what she did and said what she said, I went over to Pearl's live. She was livid, she was, whatever, she was still raging, and I said to her, Pearl, if you were stood next to me, and I can't say it on live because last time I got a violation and I had to drop, if you were stood next to me and you said what you just said then to Laura, regardless of what I may or may not think about Laura, I would have absolutely, what's this? She can't get out of this one.
100%.
So no, this is what someone's saying in the live about Pearl. So I threatened some physical violence on Pearl if I was stood next to her when she said what she said. I said it on live. I didn't think about the fact that I was saying on live. I said it because I was raging about what she said, because I have family that are Muslim and are black, right? Now, everyone can say they've got a black mate, they've got a Muslim mate. It doesn't make them non-racist. I get all of that. I understand it completely. But it was, what I said to Pearl is, it was like when you said it, you punched me in the stomach. Right? It was, it was physical for me. So I understand from her lifestyle and her community, it meant something different. I, can move on from any sort of shit. It's not that deep for me, right? I am not a black person. It doesn't hit me the same way as it does with a black person. I'm going to say that, and that's my truth, right? But I can still understand from the stories that have happened to people in my family how that hits, right? So tonight, when she said what she's done, when she said what she said, gone through all of that stuff, and the fact that it just drags everybody back, I am absolutely shocked and devastated. I am. But going back to what you've just seen and witnessed on that live, what I don't understand and can't comprehend is why the topic is about my response to it or my involvement in it and being called what I've just been called on that live with regards to what has been, what has just been witnessed by anyone and everyone who watches that recording. So why is that being turned into me?
So they're coming after you then?
I think so. So say it's wrong. I'm absolutely saying it is wrong. It was wrong then, and it is wrong now. It is not right. It is wrong. So for the people in the comments, I know I'm reading the comments and I don't really normally give a shit about the comments, but this is very, 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 very upsetting.
So they're coming after you because why? Because you said you. What did you say?
Well, I was in the box, so you're guilty by association, and because of the fact that I would assume if I'm on the outside looking in, someone said what they said, they did what they did. They haven't learned that lesson, and you're still in that environment.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah.
So then you blocked Paige and all them, you said?
I didn't block anybody. No, What I said, for the purpose of the tape here, is that actually, after the 3 weeks of solid sort of go back and forth, the bit for me, the red line for me, was the live that they held, where it was what I would call a hate live, where they dragged Miss Red into it, and I didn't think that Miss Red deserved that. And so for me, it was a case of, what is the purpose of this? Is this still to educate, or is this something else? And so for me, it was a case of, you know, you're on your journey, you're doing your education or your awareness or whatever it is. But for me, I'm out. I'm not a
Becky,
racist.
can you do
They
me a
called
favour
me
and
a
play that
racist
first
enabler.
recording again? Just because a couple
The,
of people didn't hear it.
the first one.
Team PG all the way. And Team Speedo for whoever's fucking watching. Team Speedo all the way.
Pearl, stop.
I am stopping. I am stopping.
No, listen, I love you, but stop.
Fucking orangutan.
Oi,
How's about that?
Oh my
God. Going if you're going to start all that shit.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
No,
everybody who's
stop
going
it.
against
Well, in the long run,
Team PG all the way. And Team Speedo for whoever's fucking watching. Team Speedo all the way.
Pearl, stop.
I am stopping. I am stopping.
No, listen, I love you, but stop.
Fucking orangutan.
Oi,
How's about that?
Oh my God.
going if you're going to start all that shit.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
No,
everybody who's
stop
going
it.
against
well, in the long run,
Team
Yeah, so Cockapoo has walked away from Pearl. She's not accepting no apology.
As far as I'm aware, a lot of people have walked away from Pearl. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, Jojo. That's what I heard. A attack. So it wasn't aimed at one person. This was aimed at a community. And this is what that. This is where it's not ignorance. This is damn right fucking racism. And guys, I have seen a couple of comments. We're not saying that CLA is completely different. CLA has been pulled on her shit. Two wrongs don't make a fucking right. Both of them are just as wrong. They're both racist, and they're both vile with their mouth.
I'm going to jump down, CJ, so you can get on with your show.
Oh, Becky, thank you very much for
No
jumping back up.
problem.
Big love to you. I don't even follow you back. I gave you a wee follow, Becky. Thank you. They're both just as bad, and they both need to be held accountable. Yes, Pickle, exactly. It was racist, and do you know what? See if it wasn't from. I think it was Miss Baguette. Where's Miss Baguette? Is she about? Because it was her. Who's making excuses for Pearl? Band King. Who's making excuses for Pearl? So just a quick recap for people that have came in. So there's a couple of things that I've been speaking about this morning. So first of all, we've got Duluth Angie. Duluth Angie was live last night. She was in the pub. She had SH'd, and it was very visible to the naked eye, shall we say? Shall we say? She continued to get pissed even after getting food. She went home after Feisty told her to get another bottle of wine, and the police then kicked the door in because they were worried for her well-being. The police then was faced with a lot of abuse from Angie, with the oh yeah, Pickle, she definitely is an enabler. None of them are true friends. Exactly, Jojo. Feisty is a wrong'un. And we all know what Feisty's done. Like, nah. I'm not going to get into it with Feisty, but we know she's a wrong'un and she's an enabler. She wanted her. Angie is used as a circus clown for their entertainment. Thank you for the gift, guys. I should have turned the gift off. So the police ended up going because they were worried for her welfare. They kicked the door down, and then they were faced with various different questions of abuse, like how do I know that you're not going to grape me? How do I know that you're not going to arrest me, take me outside, and unalive me? They kind of questions. And because it was a male officer, um, it was absolute. It was vile. Hey Tony, hey Ghosts. It was vile. And then we move on. We've got Pearl last night. Having it probably was feisty at Calder Police, let's face it. Um, then we had Pearl last night. There was, to be fair, I did watch the start of it. It was pretty good because they were having a conversation about the charity ball that's going on in September, and then things took a turn for the worse. Pearl get more steaming, and obviously she's then made a racist comment. Well, a racist slur, a remark towards the full community. Now, I could maybe be jumping to conclusions here because she wasn't speaking to anybody from the black community within her box, right? Good. See, to be honest, everybody needs to walk away. Everybody needs to walk away. As soon as I come off here, she'll be getting unfollowed on both her accounts. No, no way am I standing by somebody who is blatantly racist. And the thing is, you've seen her think about what she was just about to say. You've seen it. It just, yeah, Pearl. It's just, I just don't understand why. It's just how she's, how she's able to be, how she was able to make the first comment, then be educated, right? Then say that she was educated, and then come on a couple of weeks later and make the same fucking comment, but not only towards Sweden Shep, towards the full black community. Like, what the fuck, Pearl? Come on. Hi, Marianne. Yeah, Butterfly Pearl. I'm absolute. I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed. Yeah, me too, Helen. Like, let's say, guys, let's remember this is a children's app. It's 13 plus. Thank you, heart. Thank you for the heart, me, Ceejay, big love. Like, this is a children's app, and you're coming on and doing this shit. Really? Come on to fuck. And I hope you're embarrassed for what you've done because you should be. But there are people like viewers, mods and stuff that have backed you through it the first time, and I feel so fucking sorry for them because um now they're going to then face the backlash because of your fucking actions. And how is that fair? She wouldn't stop apologising the first time for days, and now, yep, exactly. Even the first time it was said with aggression. No, Jojo, see, the first time, I'll be completely honest, like, I seen it and I was like, no, hold on a minute. I'd done my own wee life and I was like, I don't really see it. And then, see, once I get the recording and I seen the way it was said and the way it was done, I was like, no, that's fucking wrong. The aggression that she used on both times that she's been racist is vile. See, as soon as I seen the video, that was me. That's when my opinion completely changed. Hey, Elise, how are you, hon? Guys, you're more than welcome to jump up in the box and have your opinion. That's what this is for. Uh, you can get out because you're the B. Goodbye. Who who is that? Who I think it is? I've blocked it anyway. Dirty.
Morning,
Hi. How are
morning.
you, Miriam?
Are, are you talking? Are you talking about Pearl?
Yeah.
Why did she say a second time?
But what she says, what? Do you remember the word that she said the first time, Miriam?
Yeah, the first time she said
Right.
two. Yeah, and I thought she apologized to her.
Right. What she done? What she done this time is she says you pack of and use the same words. It wasn't
Oh,
aimed towards a black person. It was aimed towards the black community.
well, I don't know where, I don't know about the second one. I can't comment on the second one. But
Oh,
the first one,
that it happened last night. I'm sure you were live, Marianne, when it happened.
how was I?
Yeah, you were live. Me and you were live. Like I literally came off and I jumped into Angie's. So whilst I was in Angie's live, I hit it like that's what was kicking off in Pearls. But I seen the screen
Oh,
recording. If you go on to Miss Baguette's account, she's posted the screen recordings. And guys, thank you very much in the comments for confirming who that was. I didn't even see her comment the first couple of times, but I've just removed her. She's been blocked. Goodbye. Come in my life, you dirty nonce. Sorry,
yeah, but
Marianne.
why did you say it again then?
Because she's racist. Like, she can't turn around now and say that she's uneducated or she's old school, as people like to say. That is not the case. You're a blatant racist, Pearl, and that is it.
Yeah. Oh, well,
If you want to go see the video, Marianne, it's Miss Baguette from Comic Cafe. She posted it. Go have a wee
Mrs.
look, hun.
Mrs. Kim, I will go and have a look. I'll go and have a look at it when I wake up.
Right,
Properly.
okay, hun. Right, go get your coffee.
Alright, I will do. Alright,
Right. I'll
alright.
speak to you soon, hun. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jojo, she was commenting as if she was her best pal, and I noticed her. And I was like, wait, and then I blocked
Will
her.
you kick me out, please?
Right, okie dokie, Marianne, big love. Thank you for
Big
jumping up.
love.
Yeah, it was her, Jojo. And if it wasn't for me seeing her comment,
Morning, CJ love.
hey, Buffy Slayer, how are you?
Oh, yeah, doing better. I've not been particularly well, but I'm okay.
Oh,
Honestly,
hon, I hope you feel
that was
better
just a
soon.
pain. I'm sorry. I called this yesterday afternoon. Again, Angie starts a hate lie on Alex and everybody else. She got proven to be lying, and I called it yesterday afternoon. I said, "You wait. Tonight she'll be back to her old tricks. She'll do
Oh,
the
yeah.
SH. Someone in a chat will call police and it all kick off. I'm sorry, she needs off this app. You cannot blame mental health anymore. She
No,
knows
you can't. Thank
exactly
you.
what she is doing. And I look at it this way. As a creator, you are in charge of your life. Not only do you have a responsibility to the app yourself, but you have a responsibility to your supporters.
Yep.
If you know you get that drunk and you behave like that, it's your responsibility to click that cross button. But she doesn't care. Her exact words were, because people were saying we're triggered, I don't care if you are triggered, that's your problem. And the way she spoke to the police is absolutely disgusting. And yet
Oh, it was vile.
it's repeat. You know,
Hmm.
you can't keep using mental health. You know, go and get yourself some help. But she knows exactly what she's doing. And the thing that gets me the most is the minute the police turns up, all of a sudden she sobers up pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah. No, I noticed that last night as well. Like,
She does it all the
the officer
time.
was
We
there.
called this yesterday afternoon. It cannot continue. She needs off this app. She triggers so many people and she knows exactly what she's doing. You
Oh,
know,
well said, Buffy Slayer.
I don't know too much about SH, but I've spoken to some mental health people, professionals, and they told me majority, 99.9% of people would never sit on a live and do it. It's a personal thing to them. So I don't really know much about it, but that's what I've been told by them who are professionals. She does it all the time. And it's all done because she was caught out yesterday. Whenever she's caught out through her lies, she does this. She does this. And the most annoying thing that gets me is when she gets into this state, she has people in her boxes that enable her. Put some music on, Angie. Have a dance, Angie. Have another drink, Angie. Have you took your tablets, Angie? Well, she's proved that to be a lie because she basically said on a live yesterday, oh yeah, she don't take regular meds and things like that, you know. But you have these people, you know, they're not her friends. They continually enable her. Go on, have another drink. have another drink.
Well said, Buffy. Well
You know,
said.
it's
Not said that any
absolutely
better.
ridiculous. You know, if that was my friend, I would be phoning her going, you need to get off the app now. You know, and do you know what I think that TikTok should have? Especially for live creators, I think there should be where a mod can end that live.
Oh yeah, no, there should. I think TikTok
You know,
needs to
I
bring
think
in
there should be a
there should
trusted
be
mod,
one trusted mod. Yeah,
yeah,
like or
that
even
has the
somebody that's been a mod
ability,
for
yeah,
the
to end
longest
that
time.
live. But
Yep.
she does not care. And honestly, I don't know how the police don't arrest her because she is absolutely vile. And the most thing that annoys me the most, their time, all those officers' time was took up with her being vile when they could have been out helping someone else that needs their serious help. You know, and then she goes, it was not down to me, it's the trolls. No, it's not. It's your behavior online that makes people call the emergency services.
Mm-hmm. It's no that Jake just said a valid point there. He said
No, I don't
she's
actually
sensible
watch it. I
enough
was
to
actually
say.
in. Can I just thing in this comment? The Angry Ninja. I don't actually watch it. I was actually in a live where it was getting cam toed, and
She
then you
was getting
see,
canted everywhere last
and
night,
then
but I
you,
was sitting
and
in a
then
live.
I would get you banned. Who's that?
Jojo, because because the contact coach was in here and I didn't notice and I blocked her and she's like, "Oh, wait, I went at her." I says, "Well, if you want, I won't block her just for you."
Yeah. But the thing is, even if you don't watch her, it's all over the FYP. No matter what lives you go into, everybody's talking about it. But this is just rinse and repeat with her all the time. And it has to stop, you know. But unless she's removed
Exactly.
off that, or, you know, her support stops supporting her, she will keep on doing this. I mean, how many times have we seen this? She's absolutely disgusting.
And it'll continue and it'll continue because she's getting neighbours like feisty around her.
But you know what? The thing that got me the most, when she was being so vile and in that state, people were gifting her. The comments, it was, you know.
Oh, the money was rolling in.
I mean,
Definitely.
the comments were all against the police. And I'm like, hang on, those police were so patient with her. And she was so vile. The things that she was accusing them of, it's just disgusting. Do you know what I mean? It's
What? If I was that officer, I would have definitely lifted her.
well, there was quite a few officers, wasn't there? But you know,
She
it's
would have
just,
definitely get lifted if I worked in the force.
yeah,
No,
it's
Vicky,
just, I
used to think
really,
it used
this
to be a
app
cry
has
for
just
help.
got absolutely insane, you know. And again, TikTok gets money over morals, and they just don't care, you know. It's getting their money in that. Pearl, you know, I used to absolutely love Pearl. The first time I can totally get it, like, you know, you need to be educated, whatever. But that you just no sorries will cut it now.
Oh, Jojo, I heard about that. It
You
was
know,
fucking horrid what she done.
you know, there's just no excuse. And even if she comes on today and apologise, I don't think anybody's going to accept that apology.
Didn't you see how they spoke to her when they broke her front door in? Um, I'll be honest, I didn't see that. However, the police are doing their job. They were worried about her welfare because somebody had phoned, because she was drinking erratically. Hey, Miss
And she
Mop.
wouldn't answer the door. She
And she
wouldn't
wouldn't
answer the
answer the
door.
door, so that's
So,
why they then booted the
sorry.
fucking door in. They've got to do something, Hayley.
Well, they have a duty of care. They had no choice but to kick a door in. They have a duty of care. You know, you can moan and go, oh, my door, my door. Well, they have a duty of care. You know, they're doing their job.
I'm sorry, say if it was me, I wouldn't even fix the door. I would have walked away after a cheek. They'd been like, well, you own the house, phone somebody to come fix it for you.
You know, it's just never ending. And the thing is,
Angie, Lisa.
you know, it will continue. And she'll do it again, and she'll do it again, and she'll do it again. You know, I mean, what's the answer?
Was it just the police officer that she was saying that it was trying to grape and unalive, or she was trying to say that her mum was trying to unalive it as well?
You know, the thing is,
It was fucking mad.
it seems to be on this app that no one can be cancelled. The only person that can cancel is yourself. Because
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you've got some real bad people on this app. You know, you've got, you know, the peddlers and everything, and they're not even cancelled. So how are you going to get any of these other people off the app? I don't know. I just don't know what the answer is. And it just seems to me, you know, that no one can get cancelled. You can
As
only
long as the
cancel
money's
yourself.
rolling in, she'll continue.
You know, you can ban people, but they just set up another account. So I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know what the answer is. I really don't.
I don't know why TikTok don't do, but like Microsoft and Sony do. See if you're racist or you do something wrong and you like break their terms and conditions, they'll give you one more chance, right? And then see after that they do a complete IP address ban, so that goes right straight to your router. So no
I
other
think
device can go
drinking should
back
be
on.
banned on the app, completely banned. I think
Hmm.
eating should be banned on the app because that drives me nuts when you hear some people the way that it should, all things like that should be banned. But I don't know. It's just crazy.
And to think that this is actually a children's app, like, can we just put that out there?
But
Us
yeah,
adults have
I
literally
mean, let's
taken
face
over.
it, it's not anymore, is it? You know,
Mm-mm.
it's you
No,
know.
we've taken over, and it's horrible. I remember when this was Musically. Did any of you guys, anybody in the comments? In fact, you know what? I'll do a quick poll. Just
Mm,
quickly, smiley face if you had Musically, sad face if you didn't. Just let's see the difference
yeah.
before it was TikTok.
I mean, you look the last year, this app's just got really insane. I mean,
It has.
you turn on your TikTok every morning or whenever you turn it on or in the afternoons, there's just drama everywhere.
Hmm.
Just everywhere. It's just not fun anymore. It's yeah, and it doesn't matter what lives you go into, even though there's no drama in their lives. Everybody's come to in, and I mean, we all like a bit of drama, but this is just getting a bit nuts now, and it's like
Hmm.
and when people go, I'm triggered, and you get other people go, well, you can just turn it off. But
Like you can.
people come on here for all sorts of reasons. No one knows what goes on in everybody else's life, and people come on here for escape, to make friends, whatever. And now it's just it's just crazy. But anyway, I've had my say because it's been bugging me. But
No, thank you, Buffy Slayer,
I'm
big love.
dropping down, CJ. Take care, love.
You too. Speak to you soon. Hope you feel better soon.
Thank you, darling. Bye bye.
Bye. Hi, Jake.
Hi, Ceejay. I didn't really want the spotlight on me though, so I'm good she's just dropped down. But I just wanted to talk because I hardly ever go live. It seems to be I only ever go live about Angie. It's been about my fifth time now. But I suppose when I first came across her profile, loads of stuff was triggered in me about my own upbringing and pressure at home and alcohol and all those type of things. But something in me just can't accept that you can have a breakdown and then say, Alexa, play La Bamba and sing. I just can't take that as a valid thing that you do when you believe that your dad's been killed, or when when the police are smashing your door down, and you make sure that you don't say words that might get you banned off TikTok. You
Uh-huh.
make sure you say words that might be okay, that will make sure that you can still go live. That's not someone in crisis. It's just not someone in crisis. That's the bit I can't accept, and that's the bit that for me is now even worse, because I spend every day making sure that people are equipped to support people in crisis, that we believe in mental health, because it's awful. It affects everything we do. It really does. And as Nicola's saying, it might be then that there's psychos, but this is nearly every week or nearly every weekend, or, it's on a regular. And I got banned then for highlighting that. I just don't. It was the La Bamba bit. I just couldn't accept. It was the comments, actually. It was someone in the comments who said, "Oh, when you go out, before you go, get yourself ready, play La Bamba." But she was crying on the screen. She was showing off red marks on her hand, and I'm sorry, but I would say she was like stroking her chin and stuff. And anyone again I've known with self harm doesn't draw
Yeah, she was
attention to
putting
it.
it in sight. Yeah, she was putting it in clear sight. And like this is what I mean. Like, I've seen a couple of comments saying that she might be in crisis. She, she may be, right? However, the thing is, she's doing this on a regular basis, where she's coming on live. She's getting upset about many things. It's not just about
Yeah,
like
but can I just say,
after her
CJ, because
dad.
people in the comments are saying, well, just block her then if you're triggered, block her. But this is what Angie says to everybody else. If you're triggered, come off TikTok. So if you're triggered,
Why is
don't
she not
show
coming off?
off your red hands. If you're triggered, don't be in a bar smashing 2 bottles of wine and then, be expecting everybody to support you. I just don't understand why nobody else is allowed to be triggered except for Angie. And the other thing people need to understand about being triggered is triggered doesn't mean you switch off. I don't know if anyone's seen Gemzino. Gemzino, who normally I just scroll past, she was so upset. She was so upset when she was dueling
Oh
Angie.
yeah, that's when
And
I started watching.
she had a
She didn't
wobble.
want to leave.
And yeah, exactly. She had a wobble and she was like, I can't leave, Angie, but I actually need to come off. And I was on her comments saying, you just have to look after yourself. But when these people are saying, oh, just get off then, just turn TikTok off, do they not understand that triggered means I'm now genuinely really, really upset. I'm genuinely worried about someone's safety. You might not be triggered because you're saying play La Bamba, play the 80s. Why don't you go out and have a bottle of wine?
Nikita, you've
We're
got enough
triggered because we're
followers.
worried that
Jump up in the
someone's
box, have
spiraling.
your opinion. If we're vile, like I'm sorry, we are speaking about what we seen last night. There was behaviours from many people last night that do need to be spoken about. Too
So
many snowflakes on the app.
this what I said for people who are saying, yeah, we'll just come off, or if you're triggered, I said they need to actually understand what being triggered is. Then triggered isn't always, oh, I'm insulted. Triggered can
Jojo,
be
I'm just going to mod you just now, hun.
triggered can
You've
be
got
that you're
moderator
really
rights.
actually, fundamentally this is triggering flashbacks for you. This is triggering memories for you. This is about things in your own past. Nikita, you're saying, have any of you checked on it? This is what I said when I joined the live. I have been on her live a number of times. I was on her live when she first fell out with Alex, and I was trying to say to her, I understand that when you're hurt by somebody that you've been getting on with really closely, it can feel like I have rejection sensitivities for you. Any element of a dig is like I've just been punched in the gut, right? And I was trying to say to her, just don't let this escalate right now. Just take the hurt for the moment and then reach out. And she blocked me, telling me not to tell her what to do. So please don't tell me none of you've reached out to her. I was kicked out. I was kicked out for telling her what to do by explaining that, sometimes when we're really hurt, that's not the best time to make decisions about stuff.
You get blocked when you go against what Hard and our cronies want her to do. Clearly, some of these people that are actually in the comments that are making these comments have not been in our live to then make the same comments that we have. They've been up our arse.
Yeah, I'm going to come down now, CJ. But Laurie, you've just said there when don't blame my friends. I agree. I'm not blaming people, but I am highlighting the. I just think, and I do think, by the way, I genuinely think when some of the comments are saying, "Oh, play songs and whatever," I do think people believe a distraction is better. But if you just genuinely sit back and look at how it's playing out, I can't understand how someone who clearly, genuinely, I mean this with hands on heart, needs to talk to someone about her loss. Like, it's a huge thing for her. She needs to talk to someone about her loss. Distracting her by saying, we'll play the 80s, go out and get another bottle of wine, and then on Monday I'll help you fight all the solicitors. That's only going to develop further into crisis.
Sorry, Jay, can I just jump in
Sorry,
there?
Jojo, yeah, unfortunately.
Sorry. Having been someone who used to go into Angie's box, be around her, show genuine concern, that woman chooses to keep people around her who enable her behaviour. End of. So for those in the comments coming at me and others saying, oh, you're vile, you this, that, the other, we are some of those people who have tried to help that woman back in the day for it to be sat there and for her to shit on us every left, right and centre and every given opportunity she's got. So don't come for us. In our opinion, we have tried. She don't want the fucking help. She sits there and abuses the emergency services. Nobody wants to see her sit there and do something stupid to herself. That's not my intention, and I want no hate for her. But at the same time, there's only so much you can do for a person. So don't come for us when we are the people who used to be around her who generally try to help. She decided to fuck us all off, get herself a new bunch of friends each day, every day, new ones come in and out. I don't recognise these people no more. And for the likes of people like fucking Feisty, the wrong, and I'll take a ban for this, I don't give a shit, to sit there and tell her to go get another bottle, go and reassess that situation. Go tell that waste of space to get the fuck out of that box, out the fuck out of the
Exactly.
comments. End
Well
of
said.
jumping down now, CJ.
No, well said, Jojo. Big love. Thank you for jumping up.
I obviously
Yeah,
jumped in. I just wanted to touch on the mental health side of it, really, because, you know, you see people saying that she's attention seeking. I think there's some sort of element. I think she's genuinely lost. I think she gets so drunk. I sometimes think she forgets what world she's actually in.
Mhm.
And she's like lives in this alternate world. And if she's drinking that much, let's be honest, she's probably blackout. And I think if she's drinking that much constantly, it will be having an effect on her brain. The alcohol will have. And I do think, like Jake said, it does stem from the trauma. Her trauma hasn't been dealt with, and now she uses alcohol to numb her trauma. And this is such a cycle in a lot of people's lives. And the police were absolutely right. And whoever says the police shouldn't have banged down a door, well, a welfare check, they're coming in your door. You open the door or they're coming through your door. It's two choices. Either way, they're getting in. If you refuse to open your door and they tell you it's a welfare check, they're coming in your door. They don't even need a warrant. They're coming through. That's simple.
Feisty told her to get another bottle, Natalie. Feisty told her to go to the shop, get another bottle, and then go home and drink that said bottle.
I went to sleep really early last night, so I woke up this morning, saw this on my FYP, and I was just like, what the hell? But they're Feisty saying to get a bottle of alcohol. I would assume Angie would have already had some at home. Can't imagine she would run out. You know, she's clearly alcohol dependent as well, and I think that's why because she's drinking that much now, she's having to drink all the time, because she was a lot more sober in the evening than she was in the afternoon. I think she drunk herself sober as well. And then she was probably feeling the sort of a little bit of withdrawal effects as well. And I think she needs help. And I think that's a be all and end all, and we all know that.
And Nicola, that's the problem with TikTok, though, isn't it? Is it must be embarrassing to come on the next day and get played out everything that you've done, and that's why I can certainly get the whole feeling sorry, and I massively, you know, if I could do something right now that goes and gets her help, 100% would go and do it. But her comments are nasty. Her comments tell you're vile for raising
I don't think she's a nice person. I don't think she's a nice person, but no one wants to see anyone suffering. I'm an empath as well, so I don't ever agree.
I got to that point round about January, February time where I did have
she's got genuine trauma there, isn't she? And I also don't think she live with her mum. That doesn't seem like a safe situation either.
Sorry, come back for a part 2 rant. Sorry, but I'm going to sit there and say this now. Being someone a while ago, way before Christmas, who used to go in that comments, regardless of what Angie did, right, I'll always remain neutral between her and Alex, because she'd not done nothing to me at that point. I used to go in those comments and tell Angie, come off, go get some food. Her fucking comments to me were vile. Shut up, Jojo, you're triggering her. Oh, why are you bringing it up? Leave her alone. She's a full-grown adult. She can do what she wants. Yeah, but you lot sit there and say that you like to support her, you like to watch her, but you're sitting there encouraging her behaviour. What are you going to do when she ain't on the app no more? But you want to come for people who show genuine concern. Get a fucking grip. Can't seem to fucking see it. Oh, I'm sick to death of this fucking app now. What I saw yesterday and what's gone on, no fucking way. The way she sat there and treated the emergency services for booting her door in, the way she sits there and treats her fucking mother, get a fucking grip, Angie. I've had enough of it now. I used to sit there and tell people all the time, no, she's got problems, she needs help, I finally see what everyone else was fucking telling me now. I'm sorry, but it's not acceptable no more. If she needs help, then get the fucking help. Then someone needs to do something out there. But I'm sorry, she has no shame. She comes on this app, she's going to make a load of excuses. She'll sit there and pull out a sob story, and I'm over it. I'm fucking over it.
Can I just say, Jojo, before you, because you got the habit of dropping down when you spoke, so I completely agree, because I said the comments of that, people just, they're nasty to you just for saying, oh, I'm really worried. They say, don't be worried. There was a poll up saying the moderators are telling people not to phone the crisis team. Well, one, that drew attention to the crisis team, but part of me was a bit like, and what qualification does the moderators have for deciding whether someone's in crisis or not, by the way? But the thing, Jojo, I think, and I think it's a big enough debate in and of itself, but I do think with the trauma bit, the only stuff that brings the views in is drama, right? And I do wonder whether there's a cycle of trauma,
Jake, I
attention.
won't take that away from man. I don't mean to jump in on you, right? But I am going to jump down because she's getting on my nerves. I'm not
Yeah,
going to
no, that's
lie.
fine. But
And
it's
to
just
be honest, my mouth will get really disrespectful, and
it's
I
just the
don't
issue
want
of
that. I don't want that. But there is
You've
obviously evidence
experienced some
there
quite
of trauma.
personally, though,
Yes, there
Joe,
is.
haven't you?
There obviously is an evidence there of trauma. Yes, there is.
Yeah.
However, being someone who's gone through enough trauma myself, I
yes, yeah,
don't
yeah.
fucking want to sit there. It's not a fucking excuse.
No,
I'm
no, of course
sorry.
not.
I don't use my trauma to sit there and treat people like shit. And other people shouldn't either. You either get the help that you need or come off fucking social media if you're not mentally stable enough. Simple the fuck as. But what you do not do is come on an app and glorify your SH where there are children present and it's being screen recorded and put on videos for everyone to see like it's a fucking badge of honour. No, it's not.
How
It's
did
not
her live
acceptable.
not get taken
It's not.
down?
It's
That's what
not
I want to
something.
know.
I
How
agree
the
with
hell
Exactly.
that.
TikTok didn't
did
take
it
it
get
down.
taken down?
And the fact that she was showing it, and she was deliberately showing it as well, because she was looking at it, then putting it
So
on
how
the
didn't that
camera.
get taken down immediately and her immediately banned? Like, did nobody report it?
No, I
Surely
reported it.
someone
No
reported
violations.
it. What?
No violations.
You've got to be joking.
I've
It
heard
was never.
people's stories on this app, right? That breaks my fucking heart. Where they've got
Yeah.
children, loved ones, family members who need help, real help from these services, whose loved ones are either doing the same things to themselves and maybe not getting taken seriously. It's not being fast tracked fast enough. But you've got umpteen police officers booting down your door and she doesn't want the help.
Yep.
And then it's being screen recorded and put on videos, and she's showing off like it's a badge of honour, like it's glorified. I'm sorry, it's not
But
okay.
when her friends are saying, Joe, when her friends are saying she doesn't need help, that's part of my point.
Then they are as delusional as she fucking
You're
is.
gonna feel like if you are you're gonna then feel like, well, some people don't think I've got a problem. So do you know what I mean? It just reinforces it, really.
And that's what I came up earlier, Jake, to say. And those are the ones that Angie will choose to keep around her. End of. Those who have ever tried to put a stop to her behaviour, all of those who have tried to sit there and try and get her help away from the app, she doesn't want to fucking know. She has no interest. She'll sit there and makes up the most random of bullshit stories and fucking use it against them. So somehow it wasn't us showing genuine concern. It was us trolling her. It was us being horrible. It was us picking on her. Whatever the fuck it is, she'll use it whatever narrative she wants. She chooses the people who enable that behaviour. End of. I'm going now.
Exactly. No, thank you very much for jumping up. Thank you for jumping up, Jake. Like, it's just, what more can be said for her? It's the fact that it's also been screen recorded and putting all over the FYP. That's just going to then cause like more people to see it that haven't seen it. I don't. I don't. I wouldn't say to anybody to go and watch it because it is very triggering. And the fact that she doesn't give a fuck. She'll continue to do it. She'll come on today. It'll all be glorified, and it'll all be made as a laugh. And then everybody else who's triggered will then be further triggered because they're all laughing about it. But I do think that exactly she doesn't want the help. Like when it comes to addiction, you've got to want the help. You can't you're not going to go through with anything if you don't want it. But I do think that she will be on later saying, "Oh, I'm fine." Um, thank you, Nicola. I'll just pin that. Um, I do have numbers on my link tree, guys. I will make a post and pin it as well. My inbox is always open for anybody if you need to have a conversation or anything. The only the only two big things last night that really happened was Angie and Pearl. Now, what I'm going to say in regards to the Pearl situation, I will be as her ex-mod and ex-friend, she does a lot for attention. Oh, she does. So they were enabling Winnie. They were enabling Angie by telling her to get more drinks, and it was vile. This is the issue that we have with the cult, is they
Hello,
enable her behaviour. Hey JD, how are you, hon?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. She was sick in her sleep the other night, and they were all laughing about it. Oh,
So, what's happened with Pearl?